What's up, guys? I'm back. Anyways, I had a lot of stuff going on. Haven't done a video in a couple years. I know I've been away for a while. Had a few life changes, switched jobs, moved, bought a home, and I sold all of my bikes, including my GS, and went to a really nice guy. And maybe later on I'll get into that story, but yeah, I sold all my bikes. I started missing my bikes, got into building other things, and kind of got out of the whole bike scene for a little bit. And I've just been super busy with work, life, and that kind of thing, grandkids. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to do a proper review on the 2025 Z900 ABS, and check this out. All right, guys, this is the 2025 Z900 ABS. This ain't the SE model. The color is a Galaxy Gray, and I guess they call this the Sparkle Black. I put a few aftermarket parts on it. Did the rear seat cowl here, and of course I got the quad lock on it, and they sent me the wrong phone case for it, so I haven't put it on there yet. But more about the bike. You can see I love the color on it. They got the brushed aluminum side covers here, and that does have the cover for the radiator. I got that off of eBay, or not eBay, but Amazon. I got pretty much everything off of Amazon. I've got the SC Project Systems exhaust on it. Sounds real sick. I'll start it later. And then I got the carbon fiber piece with that. That covers up the breadbasket. And then I love the back end of this thing. It kind of reminds me of an Aprilia. I just love it. And the other bikes ain't like that, like the Kawasaki, what is it, ZXRs. And they're not like that. But anyway, only the Z900s have these on there. And then I put this on there, got that off of Amazon, because I didn't like that big old rat tail or witch's nose that you have on there when you get the bike. I always do a fender delete on it. But I love the displacement on this bike, you guys. This thing is 123 to 125 horsepower. I don't remember the torque. I'd have to look it up. Of course, you guys can look all that stuff up on YouTube if you'd like. It comes with the Q5 tires, and they're okay. I'll probably go with the Michelin Road 6. I like how the Michelins handle a little better, but I had the Q5s on my CB500F, and I changed those out. But the bike is super comfortable. Love the seating position. The seating height is not too high. You can also look that up as well. This does have a blipper clutch, or quick shifter and a blipper clutch. It works for both up and down. And I'll start it up. I'll turn it on. And you guys can look all this stuff on YouTube. It'll show you pretty much everything. But what you do is you got your different modes here, and the selector switches here. It does have cruise control. Basically what you do is you just hold the select button down for 3 seconds, and then the mode down, of course, as you know, is your settings, your Bluetooth, your units, temperature measure, all that stuff. So you can go to the vehicle stats. It'll tell you what the vehicle stats are. That's your quick shifter, and it's got the different riding modes on here as well, and you can change those. But you can look all this stuff up on YouTube. I just wanted to do this video, proper video, for you guys to show you what I got. But basically, to get back out of this screen, you just hold this back button and it puts you back. You can also change the back display. And I'm going to start this bike up, let it warm up so you guys can hear it. This is a very quiet bike with the stock exhaust on it. It's really quiet. And the reason why I just did the slip-on, because I didn't want this bike super loud. My GS, it was, just a straight header and a slip-on on it, a Kaufman, and it was super loud. But without further ado, I'm gonna quit rambling. I wanna start this thing and let it warm up. This is a cold start. And this is plenty loud enough. I don't wanna attract the police too much on the bikes, you know what I mean? A lot of people like that straight bike sound, and it sounds really good. But the reason why I went with this bike, you guys, is because I love the body style to it. I love the front end on the bike. It's just super sick looking. I was looking at the GSX-S model and the 1000, and I didn't like the front end of the bike and the displacement. The height was a little different, and this had just all the specs that I wanted for the bike. I didn't want anything like a twin or anything like that. I just love the inline sounds of the four-cylinder, man, the inline four. I mean, don't get me wrong, man, I love the V-twin. I love the, you know, the L-twin on the Ducatis, and I love the triples, you know. But I love just the sound of these inline fours. I can't get away from these, you guys. I just love this bike. But this is a 900. It's 949 cc, so I guess you know, it's a liter bike. But yeah, this thing was the reason why I got this model too is it was a lot cheaper. It was last year's model, and it had 0 miles on it. And you know, if I want to put the Brembo brakes on the front, is what the SE comes with, and the Olin shock in the back, I can. The forks are gold, they're adjustable. These are adjustable too. You can adjust the dampening up here on the fork, and then you have adjustment a little better over here, right here, shock. But right now I'm riding this bike in rain mode. So you have rain, road, and sport. The rain mode drops this power down to about just 70% is all you're getting, and you need to break it in for about 600 miles, and then basically what I'm going to do is an oil change on it, break it in real good, you know, make sure that the motor just sets well and breaks in fine, and I don't have any issues with it. But I did purchase this bike at Pro Caliber out in Vancouver, you guys, and those guys have always been super cool to me. I bought a couple of bikes from there, but I'll let you guys hear this thing, do a couple of revs on it. That thing sounds sick. I just love it. And also, you do have a lean angle on here. You can change all this. I'll show you this lean angle. It's pretty cool. You can see how the lean angle is changing on the bike, which is really cool. Also, it has a ride-by-wire, and shut this off. So the ride-by-wire I got to kind of get used to, because I've always ridden with cable, and so I have to get used to that. When you're riding this bike, this is not a beginner bike. I don't care if you put it in the 70% power. I mean, by all means, you want one of these, go ahead and buy one. I love it, it's great. But it's not a beginner bike, in my opinion. So, but this is a ride-by-wire up here, and I have a tendency just to kind of rest my hand on the brake when I'm just sitting there. And so if you just barely move your hand, this thing's gonna kick the throttle. It will buck on you. So my next thing that I'm going to do to this is I'm going to get it tuned, because it's a little twitchy on the throttle, a little choppy. It's weird. And so what fixes that is to get a tune on the bike. I'm going to get a tune, and plus it'll the potential of the horsepower could be advanced. So that's basically the bike here, and I love it. It's got the same displacement as the SE model. Like I said, the SE model just has the gold forks and the Brembo brakes and the Olin shock in the back. The forks might be some type of different style, but as far as the dampening and all that, you can adjust that on here. I'm not going to do too much anything else different to the bike. I thought about changing the levers, but I'm not going to go through the only thing I'm going to put on here is I'm going to do put some frame sliders on it, just for my protection and the bike's protection. So I mean, you never know. Professionals drop their bikes all the time. A normal person drop them, newbies drop them. So, and anybody could drop a bike. But anyways, I'm just really excited to have this. I'm going to start doing moto vlogs. I've got, I bought a new helmet, so none of the brackets and stuff that I got for my GoPro work on my chin mounts. I retired a couple of my helmets. and I had to go get a new one and all that other stuff, so I need to change all that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be posting videos. I do work a lot, but I have days off, so, and I will be out riding a lot more than what I did before, and I'm going to be posting some really good videos. I got some good content I think that you guys would enjoy. So, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to do a proper review on the bike. I love the bike. You guys go anytime, go check one of these things out. I love it. These things are great. It's perfect for me. It's not gonna get me into too much trouble. It ain't overly loud. And I love what I've done to it. And like I said, probably put some frame sliders on it, and that's about it. And maybe change the tires when I wear these down a little more. Other than that, I'm not probably gonna do anything to this bike to change it. Oh, one other thing maybe I might do is get Givy makes a bigger windscreen for this, and it comes up a little more. So, but anyways, I love the bike. You guys go check one of these out. If you're in the neighborhood, go to Pro Caliber. Those guys are awesome there. They got plenty of these bikes in there. A lot of the ones that I haven't seen, they only had this bike here. This was the only color that they had, the last one they had in there, and then they had no black ones. But you see a lot of the SE models, the green and black, and those are super cool. I love them, but I like this color better. Anyways, please give me a like, hit the subscribe, and you guys please share the video. Thanks for watching. Take care.